Hey, this is Orlando Wilson, and in this video, what I want to talk about is resumes and CVs. And you need to be careful if you're sending out resumes and CVs, who you're sending them to. You need to know where they're going. Now, I tell people I do not collect resumes. I've been in this business long enough. I do not need resumes. If I need people to work, I will find them. And I tell people, if I've got it up on multiple videos, multiple articles, if you send me unsolicited resumes and CVs, they will be deleted. I don't want them. If you email them to me they could be a virus, etc. I'm just going to delete what's been sent to me. If people contact us asking for work, I just delete it because we get so many inquiries. If I collected all the resumes and CVs people sent me over the years, I'd have hard drives full of them. And again, to me, if you listen to my other videos, bits of paper, emails don't mean anything. I don't know you. If I don't know you, you're irrelevant. Anyway, back on topic. You have to be careful who you're sending stuff out to. And I've had people send me their whole life story, unsolicited. I opened, again, when I used to open them up, when it was safe enough to do so, I'm getting all their certificates, their military history, their military records. I've had people send me their passports. You know, if I asked people to send me their passports, I'm sure they would. I asked people to send me their social security numbers, I'm sure a vast majority would. And I had somebody send me this I come across a couple of people that had their social security numbers on their actual resumes. So again, you got to be careful who you're sending this stuff out to for multiple reasons. Again, identity theft for one. Stuff comes to me, it's deleted, I don't want it. But again, if you're sending out unsolicited resumes to unscrupulous people, they could easily take your identity and all of a sudden they're you. I'll give you a few stories as we go along. Now, this is one reason why you need to be careful who you're sending out resumes to. In UK, back in the day, and I think this happened in the late 70s, when there was issues, the troubles in Northern Ireland. The Irish terrorists, the IRA, I think it was the IRA, if not one of the splinter groups, back when people used to read newspapers, and a lot of job adverts used to be in newspapers, put an advert in one of the main UK papers, British papers, newspapers, saying just a job advert for military specialists required for high-paying overseas work. Send your CV, send your resume to whatever PO box number. And of course, guys reading that, ex-military guys, military guys are sending in their resumes, etc. And the choice guys got a questionnaire back asking them about how they would, various military tactics, how they would defend a building, how they would do VCPs, how they would check cars and everything. So, and again, these guys that's desperate for work filled in all their information and sent it back, filled in the questionnaires. So you know what, then and there, the terrorists, the IRA, had just had all the tactical questions they had answered by former military guys, I'm sure most of whom had spent some time in Northern Ireland and knew all the up-to-date procedures. So those guys, even though they're desperate for work, are just giving away all the British military's procedures and protocols for Northern Ireland. The same thing could be done today. If you're a criminal, think about this, a criminal organization can set up, set up a web page these days, pretending to be a security company, set up some social media, get pictures, videos from wherever, free stock pictures, and put up the persona that they're a professional security company. You know what, a lot of professional security companies do that anyway. They put up the persona they're professional, but they're not. Anyway, let's go back to the criminals. A criminal organization can do that just to find out information on specific aspects of policing, police tactics, police duties, military tactics, etc. And again, police, criminal organization, terrorist organization can do that these days. And there's that many people desperate for work. The guys and girls will be sending in their resumes if these people ask for them, and if they sent out questionnaires, or you know what, let's have a chat on WhatsApp or another messaging app. I got a few questions for you. These guys and girls that are desperate for work would be telling these criminals and terrorists everything that they knew in the hope that they got a job. Other aspect, not just you sending out resumes. Let's say you're on a social media site, LinkedIn. I like LinkedIn. It's a lot more professional than the other sites, but the other platforms. Let's say somebody approaches you there and start asking you, oh, we got a job for you, you fit the profile, etc. they start kissing your ass. All of a sudden your ego goes up. Oh, somebody actually likes me for once. And then they say, okay, send us a resume. You get the resume and they'll talk to you a little bit more. And in the end, once they think you like, once they think that you think that they like you and there's potential for money there, they'll start asking you more in-depth questions about various aspects of security, policing, or whatever your background is. Why? They're just getting information out of you that they can use in their operations. And it's the same, I've had it with people, resumes. I come across this a while back when people used to post out resumes. Somebody I knew in London had their resume copied by somebody that just changed the details. Their resume was just copied word for word, and the person just changed the names on the resumes, and that's it. But the guy found out because the resume was sent to a company that he'd worked for, that he was working for, and somebody says, this looks exactly like your resume, and it was. So some company that he sent his resume out, there was just some PO box somewhere, and some guy pretending to have a company that was actually looking for work just took his resume and copied it word for word, put his header on it, and started sending it out in the hope to get a call and BS people that he was the other person and he was good for the job. That type of thing happens. I'm very wary of companies that's always asking for resumes, because again, a lot of people just collect resumes and then pass them off. This is our team, this is our people, these are the people we've got. And then they use that as, when they go to clients, they take a wad of resumes with them to say, okay, these are our people. And if they do get the job, they're not going to use the people's whose resumes they got. They'll use their own people, or they'll just biff the job themselves. Biff the job, mess the job up. So this is where you've got to be very, very careful who you send your resume out to these days. And that's not even talking about identity theft, etc. You send out all your details to somebody, you don't know if they're a scammer, and the next minute you know, your credit's gone through it's started to crash because somebody's using your ID to buy TVs and the like and video game consoles, etc. Why? Because you were stupid enough to send them out your personal details and enough information for them to scam you. Anyway, a little video there on my perspective on why you should not be sending out resumes, and please do not send them to me because I don't want them. Anyway, in the meantime, follow me along on social media. I've got a lot of articles up, a lot of videos up that talk about various aspects of the close protection business from my 35 years experience in this business. I have a rare books up on Amazon that talk about my experiences, tell stories, give guidance, etc. The videos are up on the main social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram. We do not use Facebook. I prefer LinkedIn these days for professional networking. So if you're connected with me, you got any serious questions, feel free to reach out. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, and stay out of trouble. And I say in other videos, if you watch my other content about finding work in the close protection business, investigations business, a lot of it is word of mouth. You're better off getting a good network and getting a good reputation, getting a job, doing it properly, getting a good reputation, and then letting word of mouth find your jobs for you, getting jobs through recommendation rather than spamming out CVs. At entry level, it might work, but in long term, it won't. The quality jobs always come through recommendation and word of mouth. So think about that. Start networking, get a good quality network, and you should pick things up if you're up to speed. Okay, in the meantime, be good, stay safe, and as always, stay out of trouble.